Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily with organic, farm to table, localized, neuralized, sterilized, Scotch guarded for 2020 repellent, available online, shipped via Amazon, not available on Sundays, but now available on thebeastradio.com. Broken Pencil Logic. You stay classy, internet. I'm Suave Burgundy.
One of these days, you're going to understand what it took for us to get that right, and the fact that we actually did this here in the in Castlevania.
It's the whole
in
thing,
the Castile.
The whole thing is the fact that we had gotten to a point where we weren't saying it every week, so you got out of practice with how to deliver it. It's like you wrote it, but if you don't perform it, it's like.
And then one of us would hit it, and then the other one would like completely shit the bed with it.
Go ahead, get in that scholarship fund one time.
Yeah, hold on. But before we do this, because it's like lottery season.
Price just went up.
Boy. You better hit your knees and pray I don't get no parts of that.
You feel me? Welcome, man. This is episode 101. We do this the way we do this.
You dig?
And it's tournament time. Once again.
Turn up.
What's my favorite vegetable?
Turn up.
Dad joke, bad joke.
Greens, you bitch.
Funky.
Oh.
Yeah.
PAFN WYBA.
Yo, Petty Messiah, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Pull up.
We need all them acronyms on one shirt. Hey, look, that is one broken pencil resolution I'm willing to make for 2021. Like, we have to get all of this merch distributable.
It needs to be a black shirt with all the letters, all the colors, with just hashtags with like PAFN, WYBA. You can't write this, mark my words, fuck life shouting, broken pencil logic, fuck the casual fan, and with the shit. All of them. You know what I'm saying?
Good job. I also have a nomination now that we're on the subject. We just hit all the hashtags. I am putting forward a motion that we retire folk life shouting because we don't use it for anything.
I'm okay with that. It had a good run, and we do use it. We just don't use it.
We just don't use it on the show as much, and it doesn't really apply to anything unless you know.
So 10 bell salute, folk life shawty. You had a good run. You know what I'm saying? New year, new things are going.
Now, here's the thing. Do we replace that with
Here's the thing.
Dealing with us, you mess around and replace it with that. But do we have a nomination to replace folk life shouting?
It has to be just like it's being farm to table. It has to be organic. We're not just gonna pull something out of thin air because we would love to. I would love to replace it with WYBA and PAFN, but we
no. I mean, we can add them in the social scripts, but I don't think we're gonna get on here and make that part of the
vernacular,
or the introduction. Like, nah, that's not. No,
get that out of here. Show BrokenPencilBC.com, BrokenPencilBC@gmail.com, BrokenPencilBC on all things social. So that's at BrokenPencilBC on what?
Everything.
And
everything.
You, sir, have been in your bag.
And
you went balls to the wall, ape shit crazy,
balls deep
on Twitter during Monday Night Raw for MLK Day.
I mean, when you put all those facts together, it felt like, I have a dream. And
is to be a made man on social media, apparently.
You feel what I'm saying? My dream is to put the Broken Pencil Booking Company on the map on social media. So in an attempt to do that, I went balls deep live tweeting Raw.
If we keep doing the things we doing, it won't be hard to do. Shouts out to JTG, Jay the God. We will see you in a couple of weeks.
Price just went up.
That's the homie.
Episode 100. We told you, we prepped you for it. It wasn't what you thought it was going to be, but we prepped you for a big one.
Let's keep it 100.
If you feel me.
It wasn't what we thought it was going to be. Like, we had a completely different plan on what to do for episode 100, and then we got blessed with this opportunity, and it was like, all right, let's make a game time decision.
Card subject to change. Suitable replacements.
Oh, not even more than suitable. More than suitable. Like you upgraded.
I have some spirits in me, and I kind of want to say something, but I'm going to let a couple people make it.
It's like going from like what, coach to first class.
And we about to go back to we got first class for free. Now we got to pay for coach.
Nah. Nah.
It's going to happen. I hate to say it.
I get it. I get it totally. I get it. However, those are
necessary evils.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm looking for. Necessary evils.
Price just went up.
Please believe though.
The cost of doing business.
Yes,
it's just the cost of doing business. So I mean, I understand it, but I do side with you.
And you got both of those for a reason, because it's both wrong and right. So as we were saying,
find that Terrence Howard from Get Rich or Die Trying. I could have been wrong, but I'm right. But I could have been wrong.
Adding to the notes
straight like that. See, mine like a dog, man. Mine is like a dog.
So we were in the middle.
Fool me, DJ.
I need to load that one in. That should just be a trigger point.
Fool with me, DJ.
I had to. How can I do this? We were in the middle of doing show prep, as we always do.
Of course, because this is a house of learned doctors.
We're professionals, in other words.
Factual.
And in the middle of our show prep for this particular show, we go online to see that the exact same thing this show is going to cover. Well, I can't say the exact same thing, because there's only one Broken Pencil Booking Company pro wrestling podcast and radio show infused with hip hop, and there's only one tournament style that we like to do. And we see a similar tournament in the same topic, but it's not going to be done quite the same way as we're doing it. So
there's online tournaments, and then there's the Broken Pencil Booking Company GOAT tournament. We do things differently around here.
We have another GOAT tournament on our hands.
Then doesn't this audio recording count as some form of trademark?
It is copywriting. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, Broken Pencil Booking Company GOAT tournament.
GOAT. Which is an acronym for greatest of all time.
Explain all of that just in case we have to play this in court.
It will usually be accompanied with a goat emoji.
You feel me?
Because we do this.
On every day.
And this is Rumble season.
It is. My favorite pay-per-view of the WWE.
This is the most fun pay-per-view of the entire year.
Facts.
I hate it for the time of year that it's at, because that leaves us with a staunch, fast road to WrestleMania, which is usually anywhere from 10 to 12 weeks out from the Royal Rumble.
Once upon a time, it was the start of the greatest content season of WWE. The fact that originally it was 60 seconds. Now every 90 seconds or every 2 minutes, whatever they decide that year, you have the opportunity for a surprise and to pop a crowd. So it's like playing the lottery for an hour and a half.
Hands down, the most memorable Royal Rumble entry ever. 2016, number 3, AJ Styles.
Until I dig into my bag of knowledge, I'm willing to co-sign that.
It is every time. If you saw the the Chronicle, Untold of AJ Styles entering or debuting at WWE, happened at the 2016 Royal Rumble. 3 weeks after his excommunication from the Bullet Club in New Japan, he ends up on WWE television, and that crowd, anytime you hear that crowd pop, like, if you don't get goosebumps, you're not a fan of this business.
The Smarks was on deck. And when I say Smarks, I don't mean that in a derogatory way, because technically that's what we are, or that's what we operate as sometimes. But like,
I remember standing in my living room, and I had my hand raised to the sky.
It went viral for reaction videos. Like, seriously.
And when it said phenomenal, you didn't want to believe it.
Bruh.
But there's only one phenomenal one, and he saw the logo, and then he comes out with the bootleg DMX music.
Bro, what if that had been someone else? Like, cause like sometimes WWE is like it's about entertaining an audience of one. What if they had decided to put a different person in that space, give them that music, that video graphic, and just to basically tease the fans, and then AJ came out later to something else.
Let me rewrite history for you. No one knew but the WWE and Samoa Joe that AJ was showing up. They did a great job of hiding it.
And Joe not gonna tell nobody.
No one knew a thing besides that group. That said, had they shat the bed and
he sat on him,
and that intro was for somebody else at number 3 and was not AJ, I guarantee you this would have been the mass exodus that everyone talks about. All the wrestling announcers, all the podcasters, radio show hosts that say if you want to change something, you don't show up or you leave, like you react by not reacting or by asking for your money back.
Especially in this particular business. 16,000
fans, I say 10,000 of them were ready for AJ. All of them knew who AJ was. Even the children knew who AJ was. Because it was in Orlando.
I mean, because, yeah, absolutely. You're a wrestling fan. You don't watch just one product. And then it's in Orlando, Florida, the home of TNA/Impact.
Yeah, so like, and
a former home.
And I'm sure he was seen gallivanting around town doing things like buying groceries.
He's a community figure at that point.
So you know who this guy is. TV commercials, billboards, something.
Right, almost to the point it's like, okay, I see him all the time. I know who he is.
I think you would have seen close to 60 to 70% of that crowd disperse.
Well, here's the thing. We're talking about people making a mass exodus. Like, we've seen mass exodus type situations since then, because 2017 was Backlash, Joe and Roman, where people like literally got up and start walking out, which I hate it because it shouldn't be an indictment on the talent, but the creative was as such. People were just tired of it.
They were as such.
And then there's the one that like I will forever refer to, Hell in a Cell, and that's what, 2019.
Yeah, man.
That
Fiend.
Bruh, that was the one. That and then the subsequent Super Showdown, which we refer to as Super Slowdown of 2020 with
No, that was also 2019.
Nah, that was 2020. That was this year. I mean, that was 2020. That was before everything shut down. Because that was
basically the last event before everything shut down.
Yeah, that was on the road to WrestleMania. So that,
yeah, okay. For some reason, I'm thinking that was in like November because they usually have them in November. I think that might be what it was.
Wasn't that also the plane hijacking episode, or was that the year before?
No, that was the year before. Or actually, that would have been November of 18.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All broken pencil moments, by the way.
All of them, because we went ham sandwich on all of them situations. But there have been many opportunities for a mass exodus, and obviously it has materialized itself in a decline in ratings.
But one thing I am looking forward to with this Royal Rumble this year is the fact that we're actually, albeit circumstances I don't agree with, we're going to see some fans in the building.
Really? We're really going to do this? I mean,
the fan in me is happy to see it. The human being in me is like, what the entire hell are y'all doing?
Like, your champion, your WWE champion is currently rehabilitating from COVID. He's asymptomatic, which absolutely we're happy for. Speedy recovery to Drew McIntyre.
We just found out that one of the, if not the face of AEW had COVID during the hotbed season. Literally calling it Jericho-vid.
Wait, did he get it?
Yes.
Oh, well. Yeah.
He confirmed that he had COVID.
Well, then there's that.
So, at any rate.
Right.
All that said. We're doing our Broken Pencil BC GOAT tournament.
Royal Rumble winners.
Best Royal Rumble winners.
So, we're going to figure out, in the classic Broken Pencil Booking Company GOAT tournament fashion,
which is completely unpredictable.
Right. Who has the greatest Royal Rumble victory of all time?
And we've taken every winner.
Every one.
Even the unmentionable.
even the unmentionable, even including
the women,
the ladies.
Yes,
Hey,
yes.
Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Val Venus voice.
So we have 4 wild cards.
Yeah, we gonna start this now because we got other mixtapes we gotta do too.
We can go through the wild cards first, and then we can go through the mixtapes. This kind of get the tournament off the ground.
I like what you're doing right now. Go ahead.
All right, so we have 4 wild cards. These wild cards will enter the tournament and will take on the following people in the tournament.
Okay.
Already in, and these were completely drawn at random. The number 1 seed, again, completely drawn at random. The number 1 seed in the tournament.
Wait. Do you really want to do the reveal?
No.
I think they should have to wait on who's who.
Just for the wild card. Oh, so okay, all right. So I'll give you the wild card matches first, because that's easy.
Just strictly wild card.
All right, the wild card matches. We have the 99 winner, Vincent Kennedy McMahon,
Okay.
going against the 2020 Women's Royal Rumble winner, Chick Flair, Charlotte Flair.
Woo!
We have, in the next wild card round, 2007 Undertaker going up against 2019 Seth Rollins.
I can tell you what's gonna happen, but that's why you play the game.
We have 1990 Good Try Terry versus 2001 Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Again, I can tell you what's going to happen. These are all wild card.
These are wild cards.
See, so if you were with us for the GOAT Tag Team Tournament, you realize we pretty much randomized the selection process. There were a lot of omissions on tag teams now that I go back and kind of think about it, but
there's always more tournaments we can do.
right, you know what I'm saying? We can take the winner of that tournament and have them face the winner of another tournament.
There you go.
So, I mean, we know how to fix this stuff. However, you might wonder why we got to the number we got to. There are 35 Royal Rumble winners.
I'm not done yet. We got one more wild card.
Spit it.
2009 Randy Orton versus 1995 Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels.
Again, I can tell you how that's going to work.
I can tell you how this is going to work too, and I dare, like, this is, again, you're not going to believe it. We know how this is going to run the first round just by you knowing these. When it lands into the actual tournament, you're going to be very surprised at some of the matchups. So, and Suave can't see the matchups. I just looked at a couple of them because of the wild cards. Just be prepared to be amazed. This is going to be some craziness.
Facts.
All right, so
for those people wondering how we got to the number, so in men and women all encompassed, for every Royal Rumble there's been, there are 35 winners. Even though there are 6 who have won multiple times. Those 6 people are Stone Cold Steve Austin.
7 people.
7. Wait, 7?
Yep, there's 7. There's 6 2-time winners. There's 1 3-time winner.
Yeah, so there are 6 multiple winners. 6 multiple time winners.
No, there's still 7 multiple time winners. There are 6 2-time winners and 1 3-time winner.
Who's okay? Name the 6 then.
Let me see here.
So it's Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, John Cena, Hogan, Good Try Terry, and who was that 6th guy? Orton, Batista, Cena. Wow, it's crazy that they're all part of the same class.
There we go. All right. Shawn Michaels.
Okay, that's the 6.
There we go. Shawn Michaels.
Triple H,
Batista,
Orton, Cena, Batista,
Orton, Cena, Austin, and did we say Triple H? Hogan's the other one.
There's 6. Hogan, Austin, Triple H, Batista, Cena, Michaels.
Okay, we'll say 6.
I'm
over here losing myself.
Like, where are you pulling this 7th from?
Okay, I'm losing myself. All right, so
but
there's
either way, we got everybody who's ever won a Royal Rumble. We got them in the list. We're doing 32 entry bracketology.
Yes.
So you got to have some play-ins for the additional members.
And these plans, like I just gave them to you, we'll come back to those here in a minute. Just kind of give you some heads up of what to expect. But before we get into that, let's drop a mixtape on them.
Let's do it.
We're going to run down our, let's see. Let's.
Which mixtape you want to do first?
Man, I don't know. Let's run down who's going to win the 2021 Royal Rumble.
All right. 5 apiece. Top 5 candidates to actually win the Royal Rumble.
Men or women?
You want to go back and forth?
We can.
This one I kind of feel like we should do no duplicates.
So here's the issue.
Okay.
Has the card even been made for the rest of the matches?
Don't know, don't care.
I kind of do, because historically speaking, if we go back to the 90s, just because you were in a match doesn't mean that you can't enter the Rumble.
I don't necessarily. Okay, look, Roman. No, seriously, Roman versus KO is a last man standing. I would believe in a realistic situation, the winner or loser of that match is not going to be able to participate in too much of anything else. So even if you see KO again after a last man standing match, how long is he expected to last?
Great question.
And then the other match being Drew McIntyre versus that other guy.
That better be the last match of the other night. It better be.
Nah.
The one thing that leads me to believe that it would be is the
if it's the I'll make this bet with you. If it's the last match of the night, Drew's losing.
If it's the last match of the night, Drew's losing and the briefcase gets used.
If it's after the men's Royal Rumble, period,
Drew loses, and the briefcase gets used.
All right, that's a pretty good freestanding bet. That's cool.
I'm sitting on that. So this is based off of timing. So all right.
Matter of fact, why are we guessing? Let me go ahead and try to pull that up.
Announced for the Rumble already. We have 9 competitors: Daniel Bryan, Bobby Lashley, AJ Styles, Randy Orton, Otis, The Miz, Jey Uso, Cesaro, Jeff Hardy. And for the women, we have Nia Jax, Charlotte Flair, Bianca Belair, Bayley, Mandy Rose, Dana Brooke, Peyton Royce, Alexa Bliss, and Shayna Baszler. Let's go back and forth. I'll let you go first.
On picks to win.
Picks to win.
No duplicates.
No duplicates.
Big
E is I've said on this show months back, Big E would have been my choice to win. We have no idea the direction
at all. Because now there's a groundswell of internet support and forethought on Shinsuke being the guy.
With the nonsense happening on Monday Night Raw right now, my bet to win, since you took Big E, Bobby Lashley.
That was going to be my next pick. I will take Samoa Joe in a return.
Ooh, surprise there.
Turn up.
Simply because of the timing of the release of this Chronicle Untold, whatever it is, AJ Styles.
I like that. Give me... You know what? Walter.
Ring General.
If you're ever going to get him to the U.S., this is probably your best opportunity by having him win the Royal Rumble and then essentially challenge Drew McIntyre. I feel like you have the leeway to make something like that happen because that match is not the one you're necessarily going to use to sell WrestleMania, but it's a really good marquee level match.
I'm also not mad at the fact that you bring an NXT talent in that has a belt and credibility to this situation without even announcing him.
Actual factuals.
That's low hanging fruit. Here's my surprise entry since you're going to throw one in there.
Okay.
I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do this.
Because, yeah, I mean, you're picking him to win.
Jimmy Uso.
You're picking Jimmy Uso to win?
He as a winner, yes. Reason being, stipulation on the lines that the winner chooses which belt he wants to go after for the... well, actually, supposed to be the belt for your particular brand.
But we've seen Jey Uso make the statement that he was going to win the Royal Rumble and challenge the Raw champion, which leads me to believe you're going to have your choice a la Batista 2005.
Right. Also, the fact that Jey Uso said that and no one's checking for Jimmy is a reason for a surprise, and it could be Jimmy eliminating his brother.
If I'm writing, you know what would be cool? If Jay wins, you think he's going to challenge the Raw champion, ends up deciding he wants to challenge Roman, and then Jimmy helps Jay win at WrestleMania.
So that's also Jimmy getting involved and like winning the Rumble and getting involved in the championship match is all part of me thinking ahead on this one here. So it's a surprise. It's a long shot, but it's a surprise nonetheless.
But I also don't want to break up the bloodline either. So
you won't, because the head of the table says what goes.
Facts. Let's see. Who's my number 4? My pick to win. This would be a really good time to actually have the roster in front of me, because nobody has any real momentum. Like, let's keep it 1,000. Give me Daniel Bryan.
Good one. Give me Randall Keith Orton.
Okay.
He has the most to gain by winning this Rumble.
Give me the Fiend.
That's my next pick. Fiend was actually my next pick. So I will lastly, man, there's almost nobody else worth picking. Oh,
pick a dark horse.
Brock Lesnar. There's a crowd.
Wow. That's facts, though. We've said on this show on countless occasions, you will not see the Vanilla Gorilla again until you have a crowd. I mean, it's the whole thing we were making contingent upon, Rock versus Reigns being this year.
Yeah.
Because if you couldn't make a gate, if there was no gate to be made, you weren't going to see it.
There's your bonus cut. The Rock.
Facts.
Because we're still talking about this Rock versus Roman thing, so there's your bonus cut right there.
I feel like if you don't give us Brock versus Bobby this year at WrestleMania, you have failed. You failed.
I mean, think about this. If you can give us, oh man, so if you can give us, Willie G. Goldberg versus McIntyre off of a Legends Night.
I don't like saying his name on the show.
If we can give Botchbot 2000 to McIntyre,
9800.
If we can give Botchbot 9800,
there you go,
to McIntyre off of a Legends show. Was it Legends? WWE Legends? Was it Legends reunion show on Monday Night Raw?
Yeah.
If we can get that match off of that
Legends Night,
thank you. Then we can get Roman versus Rock, and then also we can get Brock versus Bobby off of a double elimination towards the end of the match.
I feel you remember, this was also the 2016 year where the Wyatt family was kind of beefing with Brock, and it was supposed to lead to Brock versus Bray, but Bray had an injury.
You're right.
Similar setup with the Hurt Business. Because, okay, you give me the pencil, I would use this Royal Rumble to solidify the greatness of the Hurt Business, to where they enter in different intervals, but once they get in there, they form Voltron and take over the whole match. You get to the very end, and 3 of the 4 decide to eliminate themselves, basically giving the Royal Rumble victory to Bobby Lashley. In a show of solidarity. Like, he's our guy, so we're all going to take the bullet.
Do you think MVP actually gets into the Rumble this year?
He should. But then that's another part of our show, too.
Yeah. Well, teasers. We'll throw them out there.
Segues.
Do we want to do the women's guess? The women's pick 'em?
Sure. We're about equality here.
All right. So, do we get NXT competitors in the Rumble?
Sure.
All right. My pick to win the Women's Rumble will be, I've said Bianca Belair.
That was going to be my first pick. So.
I'm going to let you have her. I'm going to say Rhea Ripley. There's a reason for that. I'm going to say Rhea Ripley, though.
I like it. I'll take Bianca Belair.
All right. Let's go with. I'll drop this bomb on you early. Ronda Rousey.
I was thinking about doing it next. Yeah, the synergy is heavy today.
It's the Terps, fam. We loaded.
Bruh. Give me, I'll go Bailey.
All right. Let's go. We're not going to see Charlotte or Lacey Evans. You can hang that up.
Right. Out of there.
Mercedes Martinez.
Okay. Because I thought you were going to say Mercedes. What, I don't want to butcher her last
Not Vernado.
name. Not Vernado. Yeah, I thought you were going to say Vernado. Like, wait a minute. What are we doing here? Give me, because I know it'll piss some people off, give me Nia Jax.
Give me. Did I already say Shayna Baszler?
No.
Give me Shayna.
Bet. I like it. Give me Naomi in a return.
So it's crazy. We went through those 10 faster than we went through 10 guys.
That was we did 5 apiece. That fast?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Give it up for equality and inclusion around here. We are a progressive podcast.
Man. Yeah, we also know the product.
That part. Shout out to the new 8K entrance camera. I butchered that. Shout out to the 8K entrance camera.
Screw that. Listen, who on the roster besides people in the executive office has an 8K television? Number one. 2, give me one person with an 8K streaming device. I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with Nero.
0.
Correct.
I mean, but look, we give WWE a lot of well-earned scrutiny and criticism, but that's one of the things that they've added to their presentation as far as the entrance camera and the way they filter it. That's been a highlight from the last couple of shows, and there are some entrances that are gonna look phenomenal with this new camera angle and this new filter.
I mean, if they incorporated the elements for Miz and Morrison from 2008 with this camera angle,
the slow mo,
with the super slow mo with the broken motion with that, man,
I think that'll be fire. Naomi's entrance is gonna be nuts.
Fiend,
bruh.
Both, either one of them.
At this point, I want him to enter number 30. But here's the thing: he can't enter and not win. But then again, because of certain things that happen and go on, I mean, they'll find a way.
I need an 8K compatible television given away through WWE network subscriptions.
Well, I mean, while we're on the subject, shout out to the WWE social media team. You know, out here liking tweets. I appreciate it. We've always had buddies there. We always felt like we had friends on the inside. Now we just have proof. We have documented proof.
And whoever is like tapping into our information, just let us know how you're listening. We just want to know how you're listening to us, because
we're available on all streaming platforms. We just like to know where you're getting your product, and send us an email at brokenpencilbc@gmail.com. That way we can kind of coordinate our schedules.
Okay.
Musical dope.
I was waiting for a second. I was like, that's Jake. All right. So,
I need my money, Jake.
Do we want to go ahead and jump the tournament off?
Man, let's do it.
All right, man.
Wait, what else do we have on the agenda that needs to get knocked off? We gotta predict the field. So that's the one last thing we gotta knock out. Then it's all tournament time.
I gotta find the tournament. Hold on. Let's see here. Oh, there we go.
Hey, yo. Look, man.
Bam, it got the same. Yep, got the same tournament too. Bet. All right. So what did you say before? I lost everything.
We got to predict a field of 30 for both matches. So you've got entries that have already declared, which it's become a huge thing with the internet wrestling community. And shout out to the ICW group, but the IWC is running wild with the little factoid that some people can just automatically declare themselves for the Rumble, while other people have to qualify via victory.
Jeff Hardy declared himself via Twitter.
If that ain't the laziest, like I get it. Like if you would just explain things on television in a creative and informative way, you could get away with some of this stuff. You could basically say, if you've been a former WWF or WWE champion, you can declare yourself. If not, you have to qualify.
I mean, yeah.
Break down the numbers. Say you're gonna have this many spots open for former champions. Then you're gonna have this many spots for current roster talent, and then you're gonna save 5 spots for mystery entrants. Like, it's not difficult. All you have to do is just tell people what you're doing.
So, how do we want to run this? We just want to just start picking names at random and get to 30?
Yes.
All right. Men and women, correct?
Yeah, so we're going to start with the men's bracket. We have entries. Go with those, and then add the rest.
All right, so...
And we'll do this pretty rapid fire. We can go back and forth.
I wish I had typed up the ones that we had just predicted, too.
So you wouldn't have any duplicates?
Bruh. Let's see here.
Yeah.
Don't do me like this. Okay, they did me like this.
Pause for station identification. You are now tuned into the Broken Pencil Booking Company, a pro wrestling podcast and radio show. Available on thebeastradio.com.
Shut your face, man. All right, so it's gonna be a little distant here as I get my type on here.
Are you good?
All right, so we got Orton.
Mr. Wrestling 5.
55. 5.5. 2.1.5. 3.5.
Mr. Wrestling 2021. Just start giving them years. Like, what made this statement on Twitter for MLK Day? Like, they took James Worthy's knee sleeve and cut it up and made it a mask for Randy Orton. And Google James Worthy, and then look at the first couple of pictures that come up, and look at his knee sleeve. Then look at Randy Orton's face.
Man, that one, just the sheer lack of effort it took to make that mask.
Like, is no one proofreading or fact checking or quality controlling these props or any of this creative? Cause I'm like, bro, you could have wrapped his face in ace bandages and gotten a better situation.
His mask was ace bandage colored.
Bro, like, what did you make this out of? Like, you could have put a black mask on. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. You could have put a Jason mask on this man and still got the same effect. But then again, there's what's the other guy from Retribution? Not T-Bar and not Mace, but
let's say T-Bar
car crash.
Flap jacket.
No,
is it slapjack?
Bulletproof. No,
T-Bar, Mace, and guns and ammo.
No,
tire iron.
Sideswipe.
Starscream. Cassette deck.
Breaking and entering.
Rim job.
Wait a minute. Pause. Shout out to the late great Bernie Mac. Come on, get your rim job. Come and get your rim job. No, Slapjack. Yeah, that's it.
It was Slapjack. Okay.
Somebody owes Stevie Ray some money though. Slapjack. Bald head, knock-kneed fruit booty.
He might owe some people some money by say stuff like that.
Look, the 90s was a different time.
Oh, man. Let's see here. So, Samoa Joe, Randy Orton, Fiend, Jimmy Uso, Jey Uso, Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley, 1, 2, 3.
Wait, Samoa Joe declared already?
No, you.
Oh, yeah, those. Yeah. So, okay, yeah, we're going to add our picks to one.
Yeah.
Got you.
Let's see. DB.
Yeah, Daniel Bryan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Walter, and I had one more because I put Jimmy and Jay in here.
Right.
I said Brock.
That was it. That was the other one.
No. Because I didn't pick Jimmy. Well, I picked Jimmy. I didn't pick Jay to go in. Oh, see, maybe I have to hit pause and go back. We'll figure it out. All right. We said Orton. Said Orton. We'll figure it out.
Gotcha. Yeah, Orton. There were 2 on your list that had already declared.
Okay. So we've got 10 on here right now. Orton, Fiend, Jimmy J, Brock, Bobby, AJ, Samoa Joe, DB, and Walter.
So we got to fill out the other 20 real quick. Rapid fire.
I'll
let you go first.
I like Kyle O'Reilly.
Oh, word? Even with the jaw issue?
Yeah, he'll about 2 weeks.
Okay, cool.
I think he'll be all right. 2 weeks.
Shinsuke Nakamura.
Was that the other one we said earlier or no?
No, I just mentioned that a lot of people online feel like Shinsuke might be the WrestleMania opponent.
Sheamus? Oh, it was Big E was the other one. That's what it was. Okay,
gotcha. And that was my number 1 pick.
Yeah. Give me another one.
Give me Adam Cole.
Baby, hold on, man.
What up?
Adam Cole.
Baby.
All right. Let's see here.
You want me to keep rolling them off or we going back?
Triple H.
Oh, God, please, no. Okay, I'll take Triple H in an attempt to set up his WrestleMania match with someone else.
Orton.
I don't want that at WrestleMania.
I don't either, but that's where it's going. Know it's where it's going.
I'm good on that. Give me Edge.
No, he's not ready yet.
Why not?
He's 48 years old.
He's supposed to be ready for WrestleMania, so I mean, what's an extra 12? What's an early 12 weeks?
I'll give him to you. I don't think he's gonna be. I don't think he's ready.
You can do some really amazing things with HGH.
You know what? I tell you, who'll be a surprise entrant.
Who that?
Almost. That's a rough one, ain't it?
Here's my thought about that. How do you have a guy that big get in the Rumble and not win it? Unless you have him do something where he has a brain fart and eliminates himself.
All things are possible. I still think he goes in.
Because you've been building this mystique around him that like everyone's almost scared to even get around him. Then he gets into the Rumble and he doesn't win. You got to find a really creative way to eliminate him.
Like he's a legit 7'4", so like
he's basically got to he's got to do the Giant Gonzalez thing. He's got to eliminate himself.
Yeah. Who else can we get that's even interesting?
I know what the biggest pop would be on a mystery entry.
Who?
CM Punk. I mean, obviously, I know the ship has sailed for the most part. We feel like we're tired of ever predicting where he's going to be a surprise anything, but
I think this would have had. I'll put him down here, but I think this would have had more legs had the partnership with Fox panned out better for backstage.
I mean, yeah, he wasn't really in control of how that happened, but yeah. But he was a Fox hire, not a WWE hire.
Do you think we see scrap iron in the match?
Now that he's out of the match with Roman, I don't think
and
so.
And for the record, that was some sucker shit.
I saw it coming, and
not like that. That was some sucker shit.
I feel like you should have waited till the Friday right before the Rumble, like the go home edition, to do that. However, the way him being in the Rumble would make sense is if he lost the match to Roman and then just like in a great showing and then decided to get in the Rumble in an attempt to get a rematch. But that ship has sailed.
Okay.
Give me Jay White.
Switchblade?
Yep.
You think he signs? That would be the surprise of the night. That would definitely be the surprise of the night.
No, we can't fill this out with all surprises. We got to do some main roster people too. It's got to get tossed.
Yeah, Lucha House Party.
Both of them getting tossed. All three of them, even though they're not all unified anymore. All three of them in and tossed.
I was just gonna put LHP times 3. So let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. We need 7 more.
Drew Gulak.
All right. Otis.
Okay.
Which he's already declared.
Yep.
Actually, we can probably fill this out with the rest of this. Miz is got to be on here too.
Miz,
Jeff Hardy.
Is Kofi gonna be back in time?
Cesaro.
Kofi's got a broken jaw.
Kofi has to have a moment.
If he doesn't, then it's probably Ricochet who's going to occupy that spot.
And Woods too will be in there.
Woods will be in there.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's your 30. Without Kofi, that's your 30.
Ah, damn. We didn't get Cesaro?
Yeah, he's in there. He's already in it.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Do we have any glaring omissions? Like, we got some people that really should be in there that aren't?
Bruh.
We didn't put any of the Hurt Business in there, other than Bobby. We didn't put MVP, Cedric Alexander, and Shelton in there, which I feel like
I mean,
at least 2, if not all.
So
4.
you know what? I will omit the Lucha House Party and put those 3 in simply because Lucha House Party's in the tag team turned into Dusty.
I agree. Damian Priest.
All right, so Priest. We need 2 more. Shelton or Cedric.
Are they gonna have a tag title match though? If they have a tag title match, no. If they don't, yes.
Do we put P in then?
Who?
MVP.
I feel like all 4 members of the Hurt Business should be in the Rumble.
They're not going to be. By this, they're not going to be.
A couple of those people on that list we put on there simply for shits and giggles.
Oh, there are 2 for sure. Yes.
Yes. Jay White is just to entertain us.
Jay White, Jay Uso, Jimmy Uso. Those 3 are for shits and
giggles. And I'll
go
as far as to say Walter. I don't think he's going to be in it either. That's something to entertain us.
So then we can add the Hurt Business and replace those. So there you go. There's your 30.
I bet. like let's just be reasonable.
All right, so there's that. Now,
do it for the women, and then it's tournament time.
All right, so we said Jax, Baszler, Rousey,
all the usual suspects.
What's my girl Rhea?
Yep.
You said
Belair,
Naomi,
Bailey,
Bianca, Bailey. Who did I say? Martinez.
Yeah, Mercedes Martinez.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did we miss 2?
Let me see. I had Jax, Bianca, Bailey, Naomi. I can't remember what my 5th was.
Who was my first pick?
You got Ronda Rousey.
Okay, so I got Rousey, Rhea Ripley, Mercedes Martinez, Baszler. We may have missed. I may have miscounted.
Okay, so we both probably need a 5th.
All right, I can give you my number 5, Alexa Bliss.
I like it. Give me. This is awful that I don't know the roster off the top of my head, or I don't. Oh, Lana. Why am I tripping?
As much as I hate that pick, I absolutely love it.
Because WWE logic just dictates that you have to know that this is a possibility. Just like Peyton Royce.
Yeah, so Peyton Royce is already in. Chick Flair's already in. Mandy Rose.
Yeah. Dana Brooke.
Dana Brooke is in. And I think those are all the ones that's guaranteed. So far, just from what we picked, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
All right, so we need 16. Well, no, we need yeah.
All right, Tony Storm.
All right.
Because bitch, Texas. What's the girl from Garland?
Oh, Ember Moon. Give me Sonya Deville. Ruby Riott.
Great, Sonya Deville's coming back?
She's already back.
Oh, okay, all right.
Ruby Riott.
And who's their tag team partner?
You made me draw a blank by saying that. Oh my God.
Lacey, not Lacey Evans.
No.
But if Charlotte Flair's in here, then Lacey's gonna be in here too. Then
factual. Oh my God, what is her name? Oh, that is so disrespectful.
I've got to Google Riot Squad, and I like her better than I like Ruby Riot. Ruby Riot's dope. Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan. God.
I mean, you could see a return from
Nah, not this fast.
from Sarah.
She's pregnant.
Now Sarah should have had that child by now.
We said the same thing about Mariah Carey, didn't we?
I've never kept up with any Mariah Carey pregnancies.
I swear she gave birth to an elephant.
Good God, man.
2-year gestation
all this work
period.
we did for inclusion and proper representation, and then you just...
All I'm saying is that she had a 2-year gestation period. That's all I'm saying.
That's not normal.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I don't believe you.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. We need 10 more.
We need 10 more. Give me... you got Mandy Rose? Oh, we got them on there. There are not a lot of ladies on television right now.
If you're talking shit at home, I don't care. Like, think about this. You do it your damn self. It's not gonna be as easy for you either.
Why are we handling people this rough?
Because we can. It's a broken pencil, bitch.
I mean, that's all you had to tell me. I'm with it. Give me yikes. As I'm scrolling the list. Give me Alicia Fox as a,
No.
you gotta have a couple of air quotes legends.
No.
Yeah, you gotta have a couple of legends.
And if that's the case, then Mickey James will be back.
No, I think she was on Impact and just got pushed in front of a train or something.
On Impact?
Yes.
Like this week?
Not that long ago. I saw a tweet go out about it. Like they're literally killing people. On Impact, like in storyline, like my God, why are we murdering people? Someone got shot. I think Ethan Page got his heart pulled out. Like I'm dead serious. Like everybody don't need a green screen. That's what I've come to the conclusion on. Everybody don't need a green screen.
Oh, you know who I don't care for right now.
Who that is?
Retribution's lady.
Oh,
the artist formerly known as Mia Yim.
Okay, go ahead. That's a good entry though. She won't win, but yeah,
she won't win. Known as Marty Bell.
She won't win with that gimmick, but yes. Billy Kay.
Yeah,
this is much easier now that I have the roster pulled up. I would have said Candice LeRae, but she broke her arm.
Dakota Kai.
Okay.
She's hurt too, but she can't be. I don't think she's that bad off.
Carmella.
Mella is money.
Is money.
Io Shirai. And does Asuka compete or no?
She should probably be in a title defense.
All right, so Io Shirai then.
I would be interested in seeing champions get into the Rumble.
Basically
competing for a night off.
I'm tripping. I said Mercedes Martinez. I meant Raquel Gonzalez.
Put them both in there. Just put them both in there. We got to fill spots.
Yes, and that will work.
But for real, what you think about that idea? Like, it made a lot of sense when Lesnar did it. But like having the champion compete in the Rumble, attempting to basically win the night off with pay.
Yeah, I like it. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We need 3 more.
Only 3?
Yeah.
Did we get Beth Phoenix? Because you gotta have some surprise entrance. You gotta have some legends come through and pull up. Oh, I do have a surprise that would be like earth shattering.
Do you think just for chaos, as like a Santino Morella moment, we get Shotzi Blackheart?
I mean, sure.
Or actually, would you prefer Shotzi Blackheart or Xia Li?
I mean,
and do we have this much NXT women's presence?
You might have to. I don't know. I'm looking at the roster, and you got slim pickings out here, fam. Natalia, put her on the list.
Natty. So we need 1 more.
We only need 1 more?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you who I really know it's probably going to be versus who my surprise entry.
Give me both. We can use a bonus cut.
Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross is definitely in.
Okay, and who else?
Now I give you my earth shatterer, Tessa Blanchard.
Please elaborate, sir.
So Tessa's a free agent. I mean, you got to find somewhere to work, and who's gonna pay you the most money and give you the biggest opportunity?
And she's already been here before.
That part. So the answer would be Tessa Blanchard, and then at that point, if you don't want to do Lacey versus Charlotte at WrestleMania, there's your beeline. Tessa shows up, eliminates Charlotte, you're off to the races.
Honestly, if you do that, she has to be 27, 28, or 29.
I don't care.
But I'm saying, but you have to do her 27, 28, 29, because if you bring back Rousey's only rightful place is 30.
Facts. So can you imagine if the final four was Charlotte, Tessa Blanchard, Ronda Rousey, and a returning Becky Lynch? Can you imagine how fire that would be? Or remove Becky Lynch, say Bianca Belair.
But that would be better if Sasha was actually in the Rumble at the end with them. Let them all fight to the damn finish.
And see, that's the perfect candidate to do what I just said about booking. I'm competing for a night off with pay.
Yeah,
because Sasha is the person who would absolutely fit her character for that to be the reason she's in the Rumble. I'm in the Rumble because I want the night off with pay. Say, man, look, all I want you to know is that for a nominal fee.
Hold on.
Look, I almost got my lunch. I let you do this, but really, I almost got my lunch off of that.
Is it here?
He can't find it.
Is it here?
Circle wins the square. Go and pay your boy.
Oh, man.
One time for the one time.
No.
No, I did that. Yeah, I win.
No.
Circle wins the square.
No,
so
bro.
for those of you who are listening and don't know what we're jabbering on about, we made a bet long time ago that if I ever say that catchphrase about a nominal fee and he forgets to play the Brother Love music, I win.
No, I've been sabotaged.
I win a Cash App donation to my lunch fund.
I have been sabotaged.
So for a nominal fee,
No. I'm about to press all these. Y'all about to hear me press all these triggers.
I will slice off some of this broken pencil knowledge and put it on your plate.
There it is.
Too late. Too late. But because I like the way it sounds in the background, I'll do it again. For a nominal fee, I will take some of this broken pencil knowledge, slice it off, and put it on your plate.
You know what's crazy? Look at what that button says.
Which one?
Left side, number 3.
Knowledge.
I jumped over that 3 times. This is literally on the page.
That's the replacement for Folk Life Shawty, broken pencil knowledge. And put it on your plate.
Oh, man.
Now I'm going to come up with a graphic that has a dinner table with a plate on it and just sit broken pencil knowledge on top of it.
I've never lost lunch money this fast
yeah,
in my life.
2021, what you know?
Oh, man.
It's truly beautiful. I am ecstatic about this right now. I'm smiling from ear to ear. And soon when this video cast starts and we start bringing you that video content to go with this awesome audio,
my feelings
you're going to be able to see it too.
My feelings are hurt.
I don't know why. Just deal with it.
Go ahead and read that. Go ahead and read that screen there, sir.
Hey. So what is the 21 cents for?
It's 2021.
Factual. That's pretty fire for loss of funds. Yeah, because we really live this life.
Damn it, man. I had it too. I had it. Oh.
Gotta be quicker than that.
Damn it, man.
Factual.
All right. So we back on the tournament, though.
It's time for the tournament.
Yes, sir. So time to turn up. All right.
Time to clock in.
We're gonna run through these real quick. It's not gonna be as easy as you think. So get your screens ready. I'm already splitting off mine.
So let's go ahead and do these wild card play-ins. Then we get to the actual bracketology.
All right. So wild card play-ins. Let minimize this screen. I'm gonna break this over to the left.
Oh, criteria similar to what we did for the tag team tournament. Who our favorite is, the impact of their win, and then we need a third piece of criteria so we have, something to judge on when we get stuck.
Reaction to the win, maybe?
I like it.
So we need...
let's see. Now that falls into impact. Because crowd reaction is part of the impact. If they went on to win at WrestleMania, how good was the title run that comes after that? That all kind of falls under impact.
And also, how good was the actual Rumble?
How
about that?
I need a third. I need another third piece.
Okay.
Third piece of criteria. Who's our favorite? Who had the greatest impact?
Oh yeah, so that would be it. So
now I like that. Who won the better Rumble? So if you won a trash year,
yeah, like
some of these I don't remember though.
For instance,
we need something else.
We'll give you an example because he's on the list. Hacksaw Jim Duggan is the bar for this because he won the very first Royal Rumble in 1988. It was on the USA Network, and it had a bunch of star power. Even middle card people in this Royal Rumble were main eventers. And
that's just the era it was.
It was just exactly. It's just what it was. So the Rumble was great, but his impact was nothing because it meant nothing. In fact, the Rumble didn't mean anything, honestly, until 1991.
It didn't become a pay-per-view event until the next year, 89.
Right. And because, again, it was just...
Which was in Houston, actually.
The highlight, ironically, or coincidentally, depending on your perspective, the highlight of this pay-per-view, of this event on the USA Network was Dino Bravo, rest in peace, attempting to break Ted Arcidi's bench press record of 705 pounds by trying to bench press 712 pounds.
Yeah.
Which... in storyline, he did it with the assistance of Jesse the Body Ventura because this was in the body shop.
Or shout out to 89 where they did the super pose down between the Ultimate Warrior and Rick Rude. Then Rick Rude squirted baby oil in his eyes and beat him with a flex bar. Unmercifully about the head and shoulders.
Man, do your Googles, fam. You got the network if you listen to us. I'm sure you do.
What are we going to use for that third criteria? What are we going to lock in for that? Impact, favorite. We need one more. One more measurable, tangible, intangible. I know, right? This isn't as cut and dry as the tag title tournament. I guess, nah, it's still the same. Like, okay, here it is. If they're the last two, who's eliminating who?
Aha, there you go. So, and that's kind of how we did the tag team tournament.
Fact.
So,
who would win the real match? So I had to figure out how to get there.
All right. So the impact itself.
Yes. Who's our favorite? And if those are the last two in the ring, who's eliminating who?
Bet. All right. Let's run it down.
It's a couple people that's gonna really be able to prosper off of that. Go ahead.
The wild card match.
Let's get it.
The first one, Vincent Kennedy McMahon versus Chick Flair. And I'm sorry, Mr. McMahon versus Chick Flair, Charlotte Flair.
McMahon.
I'm going with Charlotte.
Okay.
I absolutely hated Vince McMahon or Mr. McMahon in '99. Didn't want to see him on TV. He was a dick.
What?
Well, look, I feel like Vince McMahon was first of all, he's the greatest heel in the history of WWE.
Factual.
So that's number one. In the midst of his feud with Stone Cold Steve Austin, the greatest draw in WWE history.
Factual.
Then it set up the St. Valentine's Day Massacre pay-per-view main event, those two in a cage, which led to the debut of Big Show Paul White. Impact, Vince McMahon.
If Charlotte had won this match in 2019, we'd be having a completely different conversation.
We would, because
the winner of this match, Vince McMahon.
Had she won in 19 and that set up her versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania 34, it would have absolutely won.
All right, so that we got Vince McMahon. I'm gonna have you getting these winners together once we get to the starting round, because it won't, for some reason this thing won't let me advance. Oh, there we go.
See?
No, we're not doing that.
We're not getting caught in there again?
Hell no. We got this black web in it. How do we do the winner? This just sucks. All right.
We have to manually type it in?
No, I can't do anything. This is just it. This is what you see is what you get.
Yikes.
All right. So, second wild card. Undertaker 2007 versus 2019 Seth Rollins.
This one's a little more difficult. My favorite would have been The Undertaker in 07.
Easily. That's definitely my favorite.
Impact is probably Seth Rollins because it became the first ever winner of the Royal Rumble to have his championship match go on first.
And this was hot like fire, white hot Seth Rollins with the fans. And Paul Heyman pulls the ultimate audible and says, if I'm not last, I might as well be first.
And on the cool, we're about a year removed from like white hot Seth Rollins. Like
right at a year.
Yeah. Seth Rollins at 34 was supposed to be the guy. At 35, it was like, yeah, he's still up there, but people like him as a heel or chasing way more.
Yeah. And for that, I'm gonna say,
so he gets Impact, and then who would win? Undertaker would
win, but long-term viability definitely goes to Seth Rollins because of what happened at WrestleMania behind this.
So who's your favorite? Because the 07 win for the Undertaker, that's when him and HBK are the last two. So the closing sequence between those two is classic.
Yeah, but like.
So that goes.
Taker after the like Taker going into Mania didn't do anything. It didn't do as much for me as Seth Rollins going up against Brock.
True, but the ending of 07 is the precursor to what's that? WrestleMania 25?
No, 24. 25
No. Not saying the same year. I mean, HBK and Undertaker having that sequence and it being so phenomenal is kind of the precursor to what.
What happened at the Rumble in 07 did actually kick off the feud for the road to WrestleMania for 08.
That's what I'm saying. So now Impact takes a up.
And we've always said it's the greatest match of all time at Mania.
So
damn. And who would win the actual match?
Seth did more with his Royal Rumble win, but the Undertaker
2007 Undertaker would beat the brakes off of 2019 Seth Rollins.
Undertaker advances.
Taker advances. Wow.
I mean, this is why we here. We got to make the hard decisions.
All right.
Somebody at home is upset.
Make your own tournament, B.
I don't care.
1990 Good Try Terry versus 2001 Austin. This is a no-brainer. Not 2001 Austin.
Thank you. Thank you for not making this a long, drawn-out situation.
2009 Randy Orton versus 1995 HBK.
I got HBK off top.
Yeah, 95 HBK versus 09 Orton. It's like this 09 Orton is as close as you can get to a young Orton who's as close to now Orton as you're ever going to get.
Facts. However, HBK, there's a lot of things that happen for 95. So he becomes the person that makes 1 foot touching the floor synonymous. That was never really a thing that people paid attention to before 95.
Skinning the cat is one thing, but like you hanging and touching the floor with 1 foot and you not being eliminated became the rule because of this pay-per-view.
Yeah, it put emphasis on both feet need to touch the floor. Then HBK goes on to WrestleMania 11 to main event with Diesel and have the performance of a lifetime. That was considered performance of the year. Might have even been match of the year for 95.
Yeah, I totally agree. The card for Mania and 26, because 2009 was 26. Was it 25? I'm sitting here trying to remember years.
Use your Googles.
Let's see here. That 2009. So this was Orton winning the Rumble to go up against Triple H, and a match that was in a pay-per-view against Cena and Miz, and also Taker versus HBK, and was arguably the greatest WrestleMania match of all time. So yeah, good luck, Randy. You're not making it on this next round. HBK wins. We still got an interesting first full round here, and you'll see why here in a second. So, do I need to send you this so you can jot down the winners?
Sure, why not?
All right. As we airdrop this ting, there's the mayor.
Accepted. Give it up one time for technology, baby.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo. I'm trying to get some technology.
So, does it allow me to edit the bracket?
No.
Go back. All right.
Or actually, at least you can try it because that's how it pulled up.
Oh, so it gave somebody a buy. Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah, these are the wild cards here. So this is the first official round.
Gotcha.
All right, so the round of 32.
Let's get it.
Number one seed in the tournament, 96 HBK versus 1999 Vincent Kennedy McMahon. I hate to say it, HBK gets eliminated.
I don't think so.
Why not?
96 HBK leads to the WrestleMania Iron Man match with Bret Hart that goes the full 60 minutes, and then
goes
overtime.
And then this also leads into the screw job.
It's like early precursor,
but still, all
those events are synonymous with one another.
Because we're talking about a feud that lasted almost 2 years behind this Rumble win.
True. And
HBK is definitely my favorite.
It's the height of face HBK. Yeah, I mean.
And in the Rumble, worst case scenario, Vince McMahon wins. Or Mr. McMahon wins. So yeah, okay, all right, HBK.
If Vince McMahon had ended up with a world title match at WrestleMania, based on that, I probably would have gone with Vince McMahon.
I would have hated the idea of Vince McMahon being in this tournament even more. Then let's just keep it a buck.
All right, bet. So
HBK 96 wins. 2005 Batista versus 2010 Edge.
Batista.
That's pretty quick and painless on that one. It's just because that was the 2-piece, right? Was that when Mr. McMahon tore his quads coming in the ring to save the match?
It is. It is. He blew out both tires. Go get him! Hey, this is what I want done. I can't stand.
Y'all go watch that one.
Such good shit.
94 winners Hart and Luger versus 91 Good Try Terry.
Hart and Luger, because it's the first double elimination.
Number one.
It leads to WrestleMania 10
with roughly 3 main event matches.
Right, because that finish is responsible for Bret and Owen at WrestleMania 10 in Madison Square Garden. It's also responsible for Bret Hart becoming champion, defeating Yokozuna. So Hogan in 91, Hogan must pose. So yeah, I'm good on that.
92 Flair versus 97 Austin. These are great ones here.
That is the matchup of the first round.
Now, my favorite, 92 Flair.
Absolutely.
With not only is it my favorite, I think he actually wins the match. I'm sure there's an arguable point between you and I, but Flair went bell to bell.
He entered at number 3 and won the whole thing.
Not only did he win the whole thing, at the time it was a record because he was already the 60-minute man, right. And he did it in a battle royal.
And then you have the absolutely epic back and forth commentary of Gorilla Monsoon and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Who Bobby the Brain Heenan was the manager of Ric Flair,
the financial advisor.
That's right, because he retired from managing.
Right. He's the financial advisor. Mr. Perfect
Was the coach.
The coach.
Yeah, and this was the iconic.
Shout out to the coach, not to be confused with, from SummerSlam 91, who was managing Mr. Perfect after Bobby Heenan retired. Air quotes.
And this is when Flair cut the famous promo with a tear in my eye.
Look,
this is the greatest moment of my life.
Had this led to Flair versus Hogan at WrestleMania 8 like it was supposed to, this might be a runaway winner to... That was me.
I mean, what is he doing here?
That might be a runaway winner, like, to smash the whole tournament. But it's Flair 92, because Austin has 2 other entries besides this 97 win.
Yeah. Yep. So
the fact that he stole it makes it very good, but I'm taking Flair.
Yeah, Flair for this one. Man, it's so good. Flair's actually got a moonwalk to the semis behind this one.
Oh, Nicole.
Let's see here. Sheamus versus 07 Taker.
07.
Yeah, because the only thing we got out of this one was Sheamus beating Daniel Bryan in 8 seconds, or it was 18 seconds.
Yep.
And that led to Daniel Bryan getting the biggest push of his career, being a heel. Team Hell No. Like,
he's done more with less than probably anybody in the modern.
Here's what's crazy. Sheamus winning the 2012 Royal Rumble impacted Daniel Bryan more than it impacted Sheamus.
Facts.
And Sheamus won a belt.
So that's almost an argument for impact. Damn near. Because of that, I'll give you impact.
It's just the wrong person.
It's not my favorite Royal Rumble victory. And Taker would have eliminated 07 Taker's going over 2012 Sheamus.
And, well, I mean, that's no question, but the impact wasn't even a direct derivative of the person who won it. It was for somebody else who he was competing against in another match in another show.
That's not for you, Steve, baby. That's for somebody else.
Alberto Del Rio in 2011 versus 2015 Roman Reigns. 15 Roman Reigns.
Yep. Let's not even.
Yeah. 2018 Shinsuke versus 2013 John Cena.
Is 2013 the return where he comes out at 30?
I can find out real quick, but I can tell you
that's gonna make the biggest difference.
This is what got Shinsuke against. Was it Shinsuke and AJ?
Yep. So that's why I'm trying to measure impact.
All right, so let's see here. Royal Rumble.
And I think that's like 08 or 09. I think 13 is what set up.
There were so many crazy returns for Cena though, off of like what should have been career-threatening injuries.
Facts. That dude is a cyborg.
Cena came in at 29.
Okay.
And lasted a whole like 12 minutes maybe.
Oh, so that's the win that sets up Cena Rock 2.
Yes. Or was it 2? It was 2, yes. It was 2.
Because that's what sets it up for the title, where Rock puts Cena over. And
no, I'm sorry. Cena came in at 19. That's what it was. So yes, yeah.
What my favorite of those two is definitely Shinsuke.
And I think 2018 Shinsuke would kick the head off of a 2013 John Cena.
If they would have allowed that to happen, but you know how that goes.
They still would have. I think they still would have found a home for Cena.
I mean, of course. So,
but 2018 Nakamura and 2013 WWE doesn't work.
And then they probably split hairs on Impact, because you get a dream match with Shinsuke and AJ at WrestleMania 34 in New Orleans in the Superdome, aka the Silver Dome, brother. And with Cena, you get Cena versus Rock 2 for the championship.
So who wins the match?
You know I'm partial to Shinsuke.
I say Shinsuke too. Shinsuke advances.
So I'm very much in favor of Cena as a person, and he can do no wrong by us. He's a GOAT in our eyes. Actually, he won the GOAT United States Championship tournament.
He did, yes sir.
However, in this particular instance, yeah, it's Shinsuke.
Yeah. 2000. Ooh, this is quick. 2003 Brock Lesnar. 2016 Triple H. We didn't even want to see 2016 Triple H, let alone win a Rumble.
It set up a match that nobody wanted to see out of necessity, because there were a lot of injuries.
But 2013 Brock was a completely different beast. Pardon the pun.
Wait. No, that should be 03.
That's what I said. 2003.
I thought you said 13.
No, I may have 2003 Lesnar for sure. 2003 Lesnar.
03 Lesnar leads to WrestleMania 19, which is the match versus Kurt Angle.
Yep,
where he does the shooting star press and almost kills himself,
breaks his neck legitimately,
and then goes on one hell of a championship run
with a broken freaking neck.
Yeah, to where he doesn't. I don't believe he loses the title until Survivor Series. No. Because he lost in. Wait, I'm tripping. Is he a 2-time champion by then?
I think it was his first win.
Look up Survivor Series 2003. I'm probably putting the numbers in it wrong. Because it's the debut of the Elimination Chamber.
Survivor Series 03. Let's see the matches here. That was Lesnar.
Big Show?
That was a tournament.
In 03?
Was it? As it says, Lesnar beat the Unmentionable.
Oh, the Unmentionable. So no, that's not it. Okay, so yeah, I'm off of that. I'm a year off. So it's Survivor Series 2002. The Big Show beat him when Paul Heyman turned on him. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Lesnar's a face in 03.
But he's still a monster though.
Facts. So, and who is he up against?
He's up against 2016 Triple H.
16 Triple H is basically Triple H.
In case of emergency, break glass.
Right.
And he went and got the belt at Mania.
So he won the belt in the Royal Rumble, lost it to Roman at Mania, and it's like I think it might be the first and only.
But he won the belt at Rumble.
Yeah. So in 2016. The title was on the line, so Roman had to go coast to coast to retain.
Got you. Okay. And so yeah, when he got eliminated, it basically
and that set up WrestleMania 32, the only main event to get booed going off the air.
Yeah,
which I was there in attendance. That's a pretty heavy impact, but I'll go Lesnar for the sake of, because Triple H has other entries on here.
Yeah, and he didn't deserve to go there anyway.
Yikes.
Here's where it gets interesting.
All right, let's go.
98 Austin versus 01 Austin.
Ooh. Ooh.
So
98 Austin is the whole thing responsible for the Austin era as champion.
Yes, it sets off. It actually is the catalyst for combating the Monday Night Wars and getting WWE back on top.
01 is how you get to WrestleMania 17, Rock versus Austin, but it's also the Austin heel turn.
Not only is the Austin heel turn, it wasn't 17, it's X7. And it was the...
just like we don't count 16, it's WrestleMania 2000.
Man, this is probably the most talked about what if in the history of this business. Everybody says it should have been a double turn. Austin turning to join the corporation and then turning back on Mr. McMahon to end the pay-per-view.
Factual.
Had that happened, where would we be right now? We don't know because it didn't happen.
We probably have still been counting money.
Impact long-term, 01 Austin.
You sure? Because like Austin winning in 98 that's the foundation to the Attitude Era. Like I know DX started it, but like the actual cash printing, the money making of the Attitude Era starts with 98. Now keep in mind, Austin has other
98 is my favorite for sure. 98 is of the two. 98 is my favorite.
Okay. Impact, you're splitting hairs.
01 was hurt Austin.
98 was on his score. Well, 98 was hurt Austin. He'd already been dropped on his head.
Well, but he was still operating at an insanely high level.
He was operating at a high level for both of them. So it's coin flip. Go on and get it.
Who wins the match? That's what I'm trying to get at. Who wins the match?
It's hard to tell. Like they're both post injury Austin. I mean,
all right. So I'm gonna give it to 98. I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna give it to 98.
Okay.
01 heel Austin is what we got the What Era and Jimmy Crack Corn, and
comedy Austin,
and the WCW poster child Austin.
On the cool, the 01 win is the last high point before the decline.
So long-term impact, 98, because 98 lasted till 01.
Gotcha.
So there it is.
I'm with it.
2020 Drew McIntyre versus 2018 Oscar. This is so easy.
Oscar.
I even though Oscar Drew gets this match. If we had a crowd at Mania last year, this would be Drew all day long.
It'd be Drew's crowning moment. The impact is the fact that Asuka is the first ever
women's Royal Rumble winner. Yeah,
that part. So she wins on that alone.
93 Yokozuna versus the face of the Nameless. We're going to say 93 Yokozuna.
Off top, because 93 Yokozuna, that is the first time in Royal Rumble history that the winner of the Royal Rumble is guaranteed a title shot at WrestleMania.
And he was the head of the table.
Big Oos.
08 Cena versus 19 Becky Lynch.
Wait. 08 Cena. So 08 Cena is the one where he comes back at number 30 after some ridiculous shoulder surgery that was supposed to have him out for 6 to 8 months.
And he comes in at number 30.
Wheelhouse. Hit the bell for me one time. The stat job I'm putting together and I don't have any of this in front of me. It's all off pure memory. Becky Lynch's win, the impact might be more. It might be higher on impact because it leads to the first ever women's main event of WrestleMania. That alone.
Say that again.
The first ever women's main event of WrestleMania.
That's it. Stop right there. There's no further impact needed from someone for somebody else that's already been there a few times beforehand.
I got you.
Becky Lynch wins that one.
Now I will say that's probably my favorite Cena win out of all his Royal Rumble victories. That's my favorite.
And I'm going to say if there's a match between 08 Cena and 19 Becky Lynch, I'm still saying 19 Becky Lynch just because of how on fire she was. Keep in mind, she had lost her way. It was the championship match that she lost at the beginning of the Rumble, because she lost the match at the Rumble.
Yeah, she lost to Asuka and then came out limping, and it was a whole thing.
Yeah.
It was Austin-esque. It's like you mixed the best parts of Austin and Bret Hart.
2017 Randy Orton versus 95 HBK. This one could have been 09 Orton versus 17 Orton.
I'm good with HBK 95. 17 Orton leads to WrestleMania 33, which is the semi-main versus Bray Wyatt, where you had all the parlor tricks. It wasn't what it could have been.
If they're working towards the redo now, they're doing a really good job compared to what they did back in 2017. I'm going 95 HBK.
Squad.
2000 Rock versus 2014 Batista. This is another instance where the impact directly impacts somebody else and not the person who won. For that reason alone, 2000 Rocky.
Okay, explain your logic here.
2014 Batista is in Philadelphia, who eliminates Rey Mysterio.
But it's also what sets up the WrestleMania main event of WrestleMania 30,
which is Daniel Bryan versus Triple H versus
is the biggest WrestleMania victory, show closing victory of the modern era, aside from Kofi Kingston. Right.
So again, Dave Batista ends up in the main event in a triple threat against basically Randy Orton, Daniel Bryan, and himself to close the show out.
And the amount of booing that happened when Batista won too is it's a culture shift.
So the impact at the Rumble event was amazing because of the amount of boos.
Right.
The long-term impact impacted Daniel Bryan more than it did Dave Batista.
Facts.
So,
to me, that's a catalyst for impact, because with Rocky winning in 2000, it led to feuding back and forth with the Big Show, to where in real life, the Big Show should have won because his feet touched the floor last, because they tried the whole double elimination thing. or almost simultaneous, but not quite. And then the main event of WrestleMania 2000 was like a fatal 4-way. I'm taking Batista.
There's no way I'm giving it to Batista.
Coin flip.
There's no way. But number one, Batista wouldn't even win the match between those two. 2000 Rock versus 2014 Batista. There's no way. And long-term impact,
that's Batista.
Look,
because of who it impacted.
If that's the case, Sheamus would have won earlier. Then
we didn't like him though. No,
all right. So the criteria,
right? Favorite.
My favorite was Rocky.
Okay.
Out of 14 Batista and 2000 Rocky, favorite was Rocky.
I'll take Rocky too.
Okay,
that's probably it.
Yeah,
that's it. Because Impact is Batista, and then who would eliminate who? Right, we say Rocky's going over. So yeah, Rock.
All right. 1989 Big John Studd versus 2002 Triple H.
2002 Triple H.
Man, not even a question. I mean, no, rest in peace to Big John Studd. This is not a knock against him, but it just didn't matter. And he was a face then, I believe.
Who, Trips?
No, Big John Studd.
Sort of. But this is Trips' face run. This is his return from a torn quad. He is loaded to the gills on gas. I mean, he gassed up like a new Buick. You hear me?
So, and it's funny, we mentioned Hacksaw Jim Duggan. This is actually, man, all right. The 88 Duggan versus 06 Ray. 06
Ray.
Man.
06 Ray.
Man, dude, my heart is fluttering saying 06 Ray, seeing what happened at the end of Mania in 06, man.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's not even close. It's not even close, man.
Yeah, factual. Just the Eddie tribute.
It's just that. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, he wins the Rumble, he wins Mania. The Eddie tribute
Ray wins favorite in Impact, and then Duggan probably would have tossed Ray in '88.
And here's what's crazy: Ray is still in his 20s.
Facts. That's the other crazy part. Like, we were talking to JTG, like, he debuted at 21.
21.
That's insane, bro.
All right, so let's go down to the next roll here.
Next round,
we have
HBK versus HBK 96 versus Batista 05. It's real. So that Batista 05 leads to WrestleMania 21, where he dethrones Triple H, which nobody was able to beat him for quite some time.
And Batista was on. He was white hot then too.
Factual. This is the hottest that Batista.
I'm going Batista.
HBK 96 is, like I say, it leads to the boyhood dream and that title reign.
It also leads to him being called Mr. WrestleMania. That year is when that started.
That is
but
it's him being called Mr. WrestleMania started, I think, when they got to him and Angle. But that's the start of his singles run. Is like, no, even 11 is the start, because he was hitting main events and knocking them out of the park.
Because 11 was the ladder match, right?
10 was the ladder match.
Okay.
So damn. So like 10, 11, 12. He didn't wrestle 13. But he did wrestle 14. I think he was out for 15, 16.
16 was 2000.
It's a long stretch. Because he's not back until what?
X7 wasn't there. He was back, I think, at 19.
Yes, against Chris Jericho. And then, yeah, he has show stealers from 10 on. Every year that he's in a match from 10 on is a show stealer.
Who wins the match? I think Batista wins the match.
I think Batista eats sweet chin music.
Oh, dude, this is the first time.
Coin flip it.
Oh man, first time today. I'm not even a fan of this one. Let's see here. All right, heads I win, tails you win. Coin flip it is.
All right.
It goes heads I win.
Batista 05.
Batista 05 goes over 96 Heartbreak Kid in a tough fall.
Yikes.
Who do we have here? We have
Hart
Luger
94 versus 92 Flair.
92 Flair. Next question.
Not even. Let me update the bracket here. No way. You know what? I can make this much easier. Just go back and delete.
07 Taker versus 15. Was it 15 Roman?
Give me 1 second.
I hope y'all vibing to these instrumentals, though. I dug deep for these today.
Get your life together. Yes, 07 Taker versus 15 Roman.
15 Roman.
I don't see I don't see myself disagreeing with that.
Because even old school Taker in his prime says Roman goes over. Taker can't get hurt. Roman can only be hurt.
Because one of the things we learned from the last ride is that the Undertaker really was not as dominant championship wise, because they felt like, how do you beat this guy? How do you take the title off him?
Yeah.
Which is really one of the reasons he doesn't have more title reigns, is not in the contention for most title reigns ever.
Too busy helping everybody else out. You'll learn when you go home.
Shout out to this New Japan match. Shinsuke Nakamura from 2018 versus Brock Lesnar from 03
for the 2007 IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm gonna go 03 Lesnar. We still get Angle.
Yeah, we got Angle. We got a dream match at 19, but you also get a dream match at 34. Lesnar actually won the title. That's probably the one. That's probably the decider, because I think Shinsuke might be my favorite of the two. And
Shinsuke versus AJ was a indie darling's dream at the biggest stage in the world, biggest stage of them all.
It lived up to the hype work wise, but the result was like Shinsuke didn't go over, but he turned heel.
Yeah, and it was a terrible heel turn.
It was a consolation prize. Like, we're not gonna crown him, but he can turn heel, and then that'll be just as good. So
Lesnar, we did not like it. Yes, definitely Lesnar. All right, 98 Austin versus 18 Oscar. Sorry, Oscar.
Austin. It's a wrap. It's a Rizap.
93 Yoko versus 19 Becky. Yoko.
I'll take Becky. Because, okay, the historical impact of Yokozuna in 93, he's the first to earn an automatic title shot at WrestleMania. He wins the title.
That part.
But immediately, like inside of 90 seconds, loses that same title to Hogan. And then comes back to win the title at King of the Ring later that year. Becky Lynch started the greatest run of her career and like the redefining of women in sports entertainment with this title win.
A run that technically is still going on right now, even though she was out being pregnant and delivering a child.
I mean,
you know what?
You can coin flip it if you want to.
No. 19 Becky Lynch. Big Oos, continue to rest well, sir.
And my guy got his Chronicle debuting.
That should be very interesting.
I'm gonna love that.
Yeah, we'll get to see a lot of the NOIE on that one.
95 HBK versus 2000 Rock.
Ooh,
you feel me?
95 HBK.
Now this is a part of what we just said about HBK's run of like show stealer matches. Like this is year 2.
The only way 00 Rock is beating 2000 or 95 HBK is on the microphone. I'm going 95 HBK.
Oh, but this would have been so fire. This is one of those dream matches that you never got, that you never will get, because now it won't live up to what you think it should be.
Man.
But oh dear. Appreciate you for coming, Rock.
Yeah, good showing, Rock.
Triple H from
02.
Yeah, from 02 versus Ray from 06.
This run for Triple H, when he came back from the torn quad, solidified him into GOAT conversations. It made people pay attention to what he knew about himself 6 to 7 years prior to.
The impact of Rey Mysterio being the smallest WWE champion of all time is tremendous impact.
It literally led to people like Shinsuke coming in. It led to AJ Styles winning belts. It led to Daniel Bryan winning belts.
At the time, he set the record for longest time in a Royal Rumble.
He actually took out Flair's record. You're absolutely right.
He and Triple H started at 1 and 2.
1 and 2. Yep. So he officially went coast to coast.
So he's the one, and I believe he's the one who eliminated Triple H. I'd have to go back and check the tape on that. So I'm taking Ray. I'm taking
Ray 06 was unbeatable. I'm going 06 Ray too.
Bet that.
All right, we are in the.
We deep in the water now.
We're in the semifinals?
Yup.
No, we're in the quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals, you're right.
All right.
05 Batista versus 92 Flair. Flizzer.
Funny how Evolution shows up for this one.
Evolution is a mystery. Straight up. 15 Roman versus Lesnar 03.
Ooh. Talk about a dream match.
Boy. Nah, I want 2020 Roman versus any incarnation of Lesnar.
Oh, man.
Now, if you hadn't burnt the candle from both ends on that match, that would be really good right about now.
15 Roman. I'm 115 Roman, man. I'm 115 Roman. The crowd era, like my favorite. Because we still roll with Roman back then, even though the crowd wasn't rocking.
I've
with him.
never had a problem with Roman being in the.
Thank you.
Like ever, I wasn't a part of that very vocal, almost minority / majority that.
These were the same people who were detesting John Cena for quote unquote sucking.
Yeah, like you just didn't like Roman because he was air quotes the chosen one or who the office wanted to push. Like you were reading too many tea leaves on the internet and you basically shit on a guy who obviously from what he's doing now was the future of the company and the biggest star you had.
Man.
/ have. Yeah, I'm taking Roman. I'm taking Roman 15.
All right. Run him down. What's next?
Stone Cold Steve Austin from 98 versus Becky Lynch of 19. Talk about mirror images.
I mean, we're still in the middle of Becky, and Becky hasn't been on TV for a year. For that reason, I have to give it to Austin. I have to.
I'm giving it to Austin based on the fact that many people have kind of compared Becky Lynch as they've kind of labeled her like a female version of Steve Austin. So you got to give it to the original versus the remix.
There you go. I'm with that. Run them down. Keep them going.
HBK of 95 versus Ray of 06.
Sorry, Ray. You got to go.
Yikes. Yikes.
You ain't winning that match.
That's another one I really would have wanted to see on a high level. Like as a WrestleMania match, HBK and Ray.
You give me clean HBK around 2000.
Good God.
And
nah, I want dirty piss HBK of 97. I want dirty Sprite HBK.
Oh man.
Versus like Rey Mysterio from 97.
Versus like cruiserweight opening up the match at pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Pre jail swole Ray.
He said jail swole.
Just look at him and you tell me what you think.
I mean, he has been taking 9 months off at a time for knee surgery, so you know.
I mean, he bulked up a little bit. He was eating peanut butter with a spoon.
Putting chocolate syrup in there just for satisfaction.
Fam, now you just overdoing it. Like, now you just overdoing it. You went from gains to gluttony. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Hit the buzzer.
Who's next?
All right, we down to the nitty gritty now. 92 Flair versus 15 Roman.
Oh,
Flair. I don't know why
He's the dirtiest player in the game, man.
Flair. Thank you. Thanks for coming.
Like we have to think about it more because we are a little bit further into the tournament. You know,
I understand, but for me,
for my money,
for my hard-earned dollar, all right, 98 Stone Cold Steve Austin versus 95 HBK.
Now that's a dream match,
bruh. Technically, it happened soon after this.
Man, if
only thing is, had you had 95 HBK versus 98, the match at WrestleMania 14 would have been 10 times better. Because at this point, Shawn is dealing with, basically a broken back that he broke at the Royal Rumble by landing on the casket in the casket match versus the Undertaker. He's battling drug addiction. And some other things, other demons. He's on his way out because apparently at the time it will start to be a career-ending injury. Versus, like I say, the cement that makes the foundation of the Attitude Era.
So 95 HBK,
95,
98 Austin.
Facts.
Favorite win, 98 Austin for sure.
Impact is definitely Austin.
So that's
for me. Favorite win is 95 HBK. To be
okay,
honest.
so that's a split there.
That's a split. Impact goes to Austin.
Who wins the who tosses who? Austin takes it. 98.
Austin, yeah.
It's gonna be 2 fingers, a stunner, and a get the fuck out of here.
Get WYBA PAFN. Take these 2 birds with you.
We are booking this for you, so for you to see with your own ears.
That part.
Next up,
the finals. We here.
92 Flair versus 98 Austin.
Yep.
Yuck.
Did you yuck? Is that yuck for the finals?
Man. So the same way I described Austin beating Triple H. It's the same way I described Austin beating Flair, but I also can see no, because he wasn't that dirty yet. He wasn't nut shot dirty yet. Flair wasn't.
Flair been nut shotting people since the late 80s.
I'm talking the drop down uppercut
since the 80s. Since the late 80s.
Okay.
That's been in his offense since the plane crash.
So that shouts out to 76.
You feel what I'm saying?
So we got
Flair's my favorite win.
Flair by far, because look at the star power in that match. Everybody in the match was the main eventer. Everybody in the entire. Let me run it down.
You want to run down the combatants?
I'm gonna run down the combatants.
Do your thing, because it's gonna read like a Hall of Fame ceremony.
1992 Royal Rumble.
This is where you didn't have a bunch of filler spots. Maybe a couple because they were like gimmicks.
This is who you saw for free on TV on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
You dig?
Davey Boy Smith, Ted DiBiase,
DiBiase, you're stealing money.
Jerry Saggs of the Nasty Boys.
Oh, you doing them in order? Good job.
Haku,
the toughest man ever.
HBK
went on to be Mr. WrestleMania.
Tito Santana,
Arriba.
The Barbarian,
Samoan Dynasty.
Kerry Von Erich,
Dallas's own.
The Repo Man, Repo
Man,
also known as Barry Darsow, also known as Crusher Darsow,
also known as Smash of Demolition, also known as the Blacktop Bully.
Main eventer, Greg the Hammer Valentine.
You dig?
Nikolai Volkov.
Love, because I don't know the Russian national anthem, but yeah.
Big Boss Man. Hercules no longer Hernandez at this point.
Hard time. Wait, Hercules Hernandez? Yeah. AKA the Super Invader.
Man. Rowdy Roddy Piper. Jake the Snake Roberts. Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh!
Erwin R. Scheister, AKA Mike Rotunda.
I hate a tax cheat.
Jimmy Superfly Snuka. Way past his prime.
Wait a minute.
Undertaker.
Okay.
Randy Macho Man Savage.
Oh, yeah.
And again, this is the Jimmy Snuka I was talking about. You said, wait a minute. I'm talking Jimmy Snuka just before ECW.
True. Because we're a year removed from the Undertaker planting him and starting his streak.
The Berserker, also known to you in AWA 6 as the Barbarian, better known to you as Nord the Barbarian.
Husk.
Virgil. Colonel Mustafa.
Getting that fuck money. Who is Colonel Mustafa?
The Iron Sheik, Sheiky baby.
I humble you.
Iran, number one. Russia, number one. USA, ha. The model, Rick Martel, former AWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Blowing arrogance all over you, bitch.
Good try, Terry.
Oh, matter of factly, we threw that in. Good try, Terry was there too.
Skinner, better known to you as Steve Gator Kern.
Bruh, one of the funniest signs ever. I don't even remember what pay-per-view it was, but it had to be during the Attitude Era, where the dudes were like, the sign said, "Bring back Skinner." Like, that is the most obscure reference. It's like the time we were in the text thread and Iron Mike Sharp came up.
Shouts out to Dave House.
Senior House.
Sergeant Slaughter, Sid Justice by this point.
Bruh.
Forever known as Sid Vicious.
Face Sid Justice too.
And the Warlord. These are your 30 competitors in the Royal Rumble that Ric Flair won after being in the ring for over an hour.
It reads like a Hall of Fame ceremony.
I mean, you can't... Impact. He won the belt. First time you win the belt in the Royal Rumble match.
First time the title was ever on the line. And there's only been one time since then that's happened. And you went in with a champion, though. This title was vacant.
There are numbers of promos that are considered to be the greatest of all time. This was one of them. Post-match.
Watch me shut this down.
Uh-oh.
The 92 Royal Rumble is a direct descendant, a direct derivative of this Tuesday in Texas.
Wow, the Rumble, this Rumble becoming a title match happens because of what happened at this Tuesday in Texas.
Yes, because Survivor Series 91, Undertaker beats Hogan. They do a rematch immediately because there's a pay-per-view literally like less than a week later. There's a kind of a no decision situation because President Jack Tunney is sitting ringside.
Ooh, yeah.
Hogan actually opens the urn, which is like one of the first times that it's ever done, and throws ashes in the Undertaker's eye. So there's a disputed decision. Tunney decides to hold the belt up, and that's how you get the title on the line for Royal Rumble 92.
Ladies and gentlemen, your greatest Royal Rumble winner ever, in accordance to the Broken Pencil Booking Company, Pro Wrestling Podcast and Radio Show infused with hip hop, BPBC GOAT Tournaments, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Woo! And right here is where we should insert his promo from 92.
Done. Say no more.
All right, by virtue of winning the Royal Rumble, we have a brand new World Wrestling Federation champion as the press watches on. At this time, to present the title belt to the new champion, our president, the distinguished Jack Tunney.
Congratulations, Ric Flair, on becoming the undisputed champion of the World Wrestling Federation.
Let me just say, after viewing distorting the belt to proclaim you the real world champion, I'm going to tell you all, with a tear in my eye, this is the greatest moment in my life. When you walk around this world and you tell everybody you're number one, the only way you get to stay number one is to be number one. And this is the only title in the wrestling world that makes you number one when you are the king of the WWE. You rule the world. Think about it like that, Mr. Perfect.
Guys, around the bandwagon.
Woo! Woo! Let's give a big one. Woo! You did it! I was never so impressed with anything I've ever seen in all my life. He went out there for over 60 minutes, never took a back step, took it to Hogan, took it to The Undertaker, took it to whoever got in that ring. That's why he is,
Hey, Bobby,
you can call him now,
we're-
the real world's heavyweight champion.
We're not the kind of guys that say, we told you so, but we told you so.
Okay, very good. Ric Flair, you have made Put that cigarette out. You have made World Wrestling Federation history here tonight.
It's the greatest moment of my life. I want to jump. I want to party. But I got to tell you like this. For the Hulk Hogans and the Macho Mans and the Pipers and the Sids, now it's Ric Flair. And y'all pay homage to the man. Woo! I love it.
Take it to the house. We'll still come back with another show for y'all. Maybe we might do a Tupac Shakur. Take us home, man.
You'll hear from us when we feel like it. Pencil pushers. Heads up. Pencils down.
Just imagine, like you saw the that dope ass New Japan belt buckle.
I wrestled with the idea.
If I tuck my shirt in,
if I do that, I gotta go all the way back to 2004.
Yeah, if I tuck my shirt in, with my cufflinks, then
back when I was considering putting spurs on Air Forces.
Say school.
And for that reason, I will never do it. Say school. So school.
Hey, that's a fries belt buckle. School, where you get that? No, dog.
Science school, where you get that belt buckle at, fam?
Nah, dog. Don't do that.
Yeah, and then it it fits, but it also looks out of place if you wear it when you dressed up.
Man, oh boy.
It's like this guy's dressed for business, but he looks fun.
Hey.
Watch out. Look out, little bit. Watch out. Look out, little bitch.
You know who ain't gonna win? Duggan. You know who ain't gonna win?
You know who ain't gonna win? Duggan. Who ain't gonna win? Hogan.
Vince. Terry.
Yoko. Brett. That's funny as fuck. Vince.
Alright, let's see here.
So we got that part down. And then there's the rest of the format.
Let me see if I can grab. Oh, pause. I said, let me see if I can grab. And I click on the instrumental. And guess what the name of it's called?
Balls.
Grand Sax.
I was close. Hey,
Fuck out of here, man.
circle gets the square. And then you seen MVP is on the remix to the Hurt Business, right? I feel like my gimmicks being run off with.
Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily.
You know what? Fuck that. You're actually here in the studio.
Yep. Plus, we need a clearer version.
Man, what are we doing? We're hustling backwards.
I mean, we just so used to being efficient.
Let's do this one time for the one time.
All right.
Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show infused with hip hop. I am Wood. I'm fucking up is what I'm doing.
Well, I was about to forget the fucking what my part was.
I mean, remix the shit. It's 21.
You feel me?
Welcome to the Broken Pencil. Here we go. I had this shit nailed the first time. I was on some Jehovah shit. And now, welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show. I didn't like that. Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily. With localized, neuralized, sterilized, available on Amazon, not available online. Wait, I fucked that all the way up.
I would say, where's organic at, man?
Okay, I forgot organic and farm to table. Made daily
Oh shit! All right, hold on.
A fucking outtake.
Oh,
You got metronome?
no, I'm trying to put a marker here because this is some classic shit.
That's funny as fuck. Made daily.
This might make the end of the episode.
Organic.
It's definitely gonna be the end of the episode.
That's funny as shit.
All right.
Are you ready?
Hey, you know what? That's what we can start doing.
What?
We can start adding like the dopest shit from the outtakes at the end of the episode.
I like that. I like that more than trying to go back and do it for a full season.
Yeah.
Because we be doing too much shit.
Hell yeah. All right.
All right. Made daily.
Wait, hold on. I'm not ready now because we're going to do this bitch from the beginning.
Good God
Set
almighty.
your face.
Set your face.
Welcome to the Broken Pencil. Pencil. Who the hell?
Pencil.
You feel me?
Nigga, you wanna play
know what I'm
pencil
saying? Pencil break, cuz. You feel me?
You big.
Watch out.
With your bitch ass.
Oh, pussy.
Oh, pussy. Fuck.
Oh, man.
I got my fire on me.
I guess the terps are working. Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
This episode gonna be a classic.
Welcome to the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show infused with hip hop. I am Wood.
Made daily. With organic, farm to table, localized, neuralized, sterilized, available on Amazon, shipped worldwide, available online, and now Scotch guarded for 2020 repellent. Broken Pencil Logic. You stay classy, internet. I'm Suave Burgundy.
Don't forget, we're also available on the. Oh, hold on. I'm tripping.
You weren't recording?
No, I was recording. I hit the wrong applause button. That applause is cheesy as shit.
I mean, that kind of isn't that like a selling point?
Nah, not with us.
All right.
And we this ain't porn studio radio.
Jeez.
Last time we going.